Luis Robert of the Chicago White Sox was just named to his first All-Star team in his fourth season in the league. As of today, Robert is second in the American League in home runs. He ranks 6th in fWAR among all players. He is playing exceptional defense and stands out as the best player on the White Sox this season.
Robert smokes this ball left center field. Crack to center field by Robert. Deep left. And we're tied again.
For those that follow baseball closely, Robert is known as an elite talent with the superstar potential that hasn't been able to put it all together. With injuries in the last 2 seasons, Robert has flown under the radar and is yet to reach his full potential. He is yet to play a full season other than the COVID-shortened season. And heading into 2023, he had never hit more than 13 home runs in a season. In one of ESPN's previews of the 2023 MLB season, Buster Olney even named Luis Robert as the most overrated player on ESPN's list of the top 100 players in baseball. But after an up and down start to his career, 2023 has been different. Robert is putting up the best season of his career. He has dramatically increased home run production while maintaining a respectable batting average. Defensively, he is among the league leaders in outs above average and runs saved, and he may only be scratching the surface of his ability. Luis Robert is a native of Cuba and was signed by the White Sox in 2017 as the top-ranked international prospect in his class. While MLB rules would no longer allow this, the White Sox paid Robert a $26 million signing bonus, and the team paid an international overage charge in the same amount. But the White Sox were confident that paying more than $50 million would be worth it for a player with Robert's raw talent, power, and speed. And Robert did not disappoint in the minors. He was successful at every level, and in his final season in the minor leagues, he demolished 3 different levels of pitching. That season, he was named the USA Today Minor League Player of the Year, and finished with a .328 average, 32 home runs, and 36 stolen bases in 122 games. Heading into the 2020 season, prior to making his MLB debut, the White Sox signed Robert to a 6-year, $50 million extension that paved the way for Robert to begin the 2020 season as the White Sox center fielder. Of course, the 2020 season was heavily affected by COVID-19, and Luis Robert's debut was delayed with the season. Ultimately, Robert played 56 of the 60 games during the shortened season, hitting .233 with 11 home runs. Robert was streaky, flashing power and hitting ability through much of the season, but over the last 23 games of the season, Robert hit just .136 with 1 home run and finished among the league leaders in strikeouts. But there was plenty to like about Robert. His physical gifts were evident. He had hot streaks at the plate, and he won the AL Gold Glove in center field. Robert adjusted in 2021. He missed a significant part of the season due to injury, but he altered his approach and stance at the plate to put up impressive numbers when he was healthy. In 68 games in 2021, Robert hit .338 with 13 home runs. His strikeout ratio dropped from 32.2% to 20.6%. Robert had a similar season in 2022. He produced well when healthy and continued to put the ball in play. But various injuries through the season hampered Robert, who finished with a .284 average, 12 home runs, 56 RBI, and 11 stolen bases in 98 games and about 380 at-bats. Heading into 2023, Robert's future was unclear. Was he doomed to a career of injuries? Could he ever put it all together? So far, the answer is a resounding yes. For one, Robert has been healthy. During the offseason, Robert explained that his offseason preparation was very different from previous seasons and included more time on the field. And it appears that the offseason preparation has been effective for Robert. The White Sox have been cautious with his base stealing and have given him a few games off when facing a doubleheader. But Robert has already played more games this season than he did in 2021 or in the shortened 2020 season. This season, Robert's power numbers are through the roof. He's among the league leaders in home runs, slugging, and barrel percentage. His power numbers are not just up because Robert has been healthy. His home run ratio is 7.1%. up from his career high of 4.9% in 2020. He has remained aggressive at the plate, swinging early in the count, but compared to the past 2 seasons, he's hitting significantly more fly balls, and it's paying off. Robert's approach this season has led to an increase in strikeouts. His strikeout ratio is up nearly 10% from last year, but that strikeout ratio, while high, is still lower than his rookie season, and he has kept his batting average in the 270s for the past few weeks. The White Sox 2023 season has been disappointing to say the least, but among the few bright spots is the development of Luis Robert. Robert hit 11 home runs in June alone. He has power to every part of the field. He has consistently punished pitchers that make mistakes with missile-like home runs.
In the air left field, Luis Robert Jr. has once again electrified this ballpark.
And more important than that, he's given the Sox their first lead of the night.
Robert has played superb defense, robbing home runs, showing exceptional range, and remains among the league leaders in outs above average and runs saved. Luis Robert has been one of the best players in baseball so far this season, earning him a place on the AL All-Star team. And while Robert has shown improvement and development from previous seasons, he still has plenty of room for development and one of the highest ceilings in baseball. His whiff percentage and chase rate are very poor. As he continues to improve contact and plate discipline while maintaining his power, Robert will only get better. Robert has now shown the ability to hit home runs at a high rate, and previously, he's demonstrated his ability to hit for an elite average. Could Robert do both in the same season? Where will Luis Robert's career go from here? Tell us what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching Baseball Pantheon.